you can probably tell, I'm not in my normal place of dwelling. It's believe it or not, this hut used to be a big part of my life. I used to sleep back here every night. As a matter of fact, somebody donated a deck to me, and I built this with my own two hands. You can see there's still calluses on my hands from building this. So I used to sleep out here every night, and I had a lot of fun sleeping out here. Even though I did have a lot of fun sleeping out here, I'm glad that I no longer sleep here every night. I no longer sleep in the woods, and I sleep in my own bed. And I realize it's a lot more comfortable. But like a lot of younger boys, I wanted to live like my forefathers lived, because I always thought, I wanted to be a pioneer. And I'm really glad that I did, although, I did deal with some very uncomfortable situations looking back on it, but that was education to me on how life can be if you don't work hard versus how life can be if you do work hard. So, I decided to always work hard after sleeping out here, because I realized I don't want to live like this. We live in the 21st century. We have a lot of modern day convenience, fortunately, in this world, and we don't have to live like this. So fortunately, I do have the option to sleep in my house. When I built this the fall of 2008, I decided to, the next summer I would sleep out here every night. In the fall of 2008, I built it, and every weekend, basically, I would sleep out here Friday and Saturday night. And then I would go inside, during the week. But in the summer of 2009, I slept out here every night. So it was a really good learning experience. As you might be able to tell right now, there's a lot of mosquitoes. I'm kind of rubbing them off. I think I have a lot of mosquito bites, you might be able to tell. I don't know. So it was uncomfortable sleeping out here, because as all you'd have is a sleeping bag, and as you can see, this doesn't have any doors on it. It has a, it's kind of like a lean-to, and then there's cracks in the walls because it's just made out of wood donated from a deck. It was pretty uncomfortable. There would be water leaking in here because it's just got a tarp roof, and it would, in the winter, it would be really cold. It's Ohio, and I think the coldest I slept out here, it was probably -10, and it was pretty cold. The wind blows, and it's pretty cold when it's -10 and the wind blowing 20 miles per hour. So I'm glad I no longer sleep out here, because it was uncomfortable. But it really made me appreciate what we have today. So I'm glad that I did do it, because of the time in life that I could sit back and realize I'm going to work hard in life so I don't have to live like this. Because believe it or not, there's still some people in this country who do live like this, and it's hard, but it makes you realize that as long as you work hard, you can, you don't have to live in these sort of conditions, because ultimately it's harder work to live like this than it is to have a job or start a company and make a living for yourself.